Hello, everybody. Happy Friday, and I'm back. Welcome back to Fem Tarot. I'm your international psychic medium and energy reader and healer, and hope everyone has had an amazing week, has had an amazing well, this is the last Sunday of summer. For me, it's summer, okay? Because when school start, it's not summer anymore. Then we go back to the routine of it all. But how is everyone doing? I've missed hanging out with you guys. I've missed these lives. Let me tell you, it was great to be away. It's so hard for me to not work or not be busy. I'm one of those. And I just deliberately said that I'm going to take 2 weeks where I'm going to do nothing. I posted here and there on social media, and that's about it. And I needed it. I needed it. For all of you workaholics or anyone who generally cannot slow down or feels guilty if they take a little bit of a break or a pause from work, let me tell you, you need this, okay? You need a pause, you need a little break here and there, because your mind, your soul, everything, your body needs this. Absolutely. So I'm back. I'm refreshed. I have a ton of things that I'm working on. Yes, I'm back to working on things. But I have a lot more energy and I'm back. And what I also wanted to share with everyone is that while I was on holiday, and this is quite common when I'm in a more relaxed state, I'm not busy. That's when I get all the downloads. So I'm going to be doing another psychic predictions video very, very soon because I have some news for you. Okay. Some people, there's something specific that came to me while I was on holiday. I'm like, why here? Why now? But I got it. I'll share with you in a few days. Some people will rejoice. Some people will be upset. Something huge is coming. Let me just tell you, not related to weather or any natural disaster or anything of that sort. All right. But we'll get to that. We're not going to talk about this today because today we're going to be talking about the big news dropped. And let me tell you, I've been feeling it for a couple of weeks, 3 weeks before they announced it, before Taylor and Travis got engaged. I felt that it was time. It was time. Also, a lot of you reached out to me and they said, Natalie, you predicted this. And I'm like, yes, I did. I remember I predict this. We talked about the engagement that they were going to get engaged. But let me tell you, it was in one of my lives. No idea which one. Can't find the clip. I've been asking everyone who's reached out to me, do you remember when I said this? Do you remember what live this was in? Because I need to find it and clip it. So if anyone remembers, I'll be very, very grateful if you remember when, I made this prediction on when we talked about it. I did do a video, I believe, like a couple of years ago on this relationship. This was pretty much at the beginning of the relationship of Taylor and Travis. And it was more of sort of reading their energies and what they're like in this relationship, what not only in the relationship, what they're like in relationships in general. We talked a lot about because Jeffrey Haddad had joined me that day because he had just started a podcast. If anyone, for those of you who don't know, Jeffrey is Giorgio from Giorgio Says partner. And they're good friends of mine, as you guys know. We're very, very friendly. So we talked a lot about Travis, et cetera, but I haven't really done a deep dive. And today is the day, everybody. We're going to do a deep dive on this relationship because I feel that some people still believe this is a PR stunt, like a lot of people believed at the beginning. I'm not sure if, because I'm no Swiftie, I like the girl. I think she's really talented, but I don't listen to her music. I don't follow her career very much. But what is interesting is that people still think, and I believe this might be the Swifties, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, the super fans, They believe that this is not a real relationship, that this is PR. So we'll talk about everything. We'll look at everything today. But as per usual, we have to say hello to the Femme Village because the Femme Village hasn't convened, hasn't gotten together in a couple of weeks, and we all miss each other because I got all of your messages. Hello to you too, Brenna. Hi, Anna. Rafaela. Hi. Hello to you too. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Yeah, I'm also going to prepare. I have all the shots. So what I did was I want to do, I haven't decided, but might do sort of like a separate channel for this, which is more vlogging. And I want to show you more of Greece. I want to show you more of where I come from, which is Mauritius, because I'll be flying back to Mauritius soon. Again, because I have some stuff to sort out and I want to see my grandma. And what was I saying? Yeah, so just generally like tidbits, my life, traveling, things like that, the dogs, the all the volunteer work that I do, the rescues of, abandoned, neglected, abused dogs, etc. And I think I'm going to put them in a separate channel, I've decided, but I'll let you know when I'm ready with that. Let me know if this is something that would be of interest for you guys. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I've had it for a while. Forgot I had, you know how you go through, especially just before you travel or you go on holidays, where you just go through all of your clothes and you're like trying to decide. I'm a terrible packer, by the way. I do not pack light. I do not pack light. Even if I go somewhere for a weekend, Saturday, Sunday, I will pack a big suitcase and I will bring at least 4 different pairs of shoes. I have for those of you, for those who know me very well, they know I'm working on it. I've worked on it. I don't have it as much. I have a sort of like an obsession, a fetish with sunglasses and shoes. It's bad. So I haven't bought. I know I did. No, I'm lying to myself. I did buy a new pair of shoes a couple of months ago, but I've decided I will just, not do that. And usually I have to take a lot of sunglasses because I need to, the shades need to match the outfit. So it's terrible. Why am I bringing up the packing? Oh, about the top. So it was in my closet, and while I was trying to figure out what I was going to take with me, which was half of my closet, no, 70% of my closet. And I only wore half of the stuff as per usual. I don't know if you guys are the same, but this is how I'm like. So yeah, I discovered that I had this, so I wore it. Hello, hello. Yes, I've missed them too. I've missed you guys. I know that these lives they're just, it's, I love it because we're interacting, we're engaging with each other. You ask questions, I ask questions. Like, it's amazing. It's the Femme Village. Um, let's see. So Brenna says she's not a Swiftie, nothing against her. I'm just not a fan of many. Yeah, I'm not like a huge fan. I don't follow, but it doesn't mean that I don't respect and I don't appreciate her talent. 100%. Even more so now. I'm gonna sound bitchy and petty, but even so now that she's frozen out Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. She's smart. She's smart. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Yes, you absolutely need options. And I'm one of those. I need options. And then I get overwhelmed. Don't do what I do, because then when I get to wherever I'm going, when I'm traveling, then I am overwhelmed as to, because I have so so many clothes with me, what I'm gonna wear. And then it takes forever, and then everyone's annoyed with me because then I'm late, and I hate being late. I'm super punctual, but this is the only time that, because when you're out of base, when you're not at home or you're not in your environment, this is how I say it's like the way where my makeup is different, my hair is different because water is different, and I may not have time to blow dry and straighten my hair, or it's too humid and then my skin breaks out. So there are a lot of things that I have to take care of. So it takes a while. It takes a while. Al says Al's husband is a Chiefs fan, and that's about it. Yes, I believe Jeffrey, when we did that reading a couple of years ago, I believe he was a Jeffs, because I remember we talked a lot about the NFL, and he had a lot of questions regarding Travis's like career and next steps, etc. So if you're interested in all that, you should check out that reading, that video. And again, if you're looking for something specific on my channel, you can find it by using the search tab. You just, you just type in the word or the name, the keyword or the name of the person that you're looking for, and then it will bring up, I believe I have like over 600 videos on my channel, so you'll find a lot and everything as well. It's just that people don't scroll down. And they're also, all of my videos are in playlists, so if you're interested in true crime videos or readings, you'll find them in under true crime, celebrities under celebrity, etc., etc., etc. So I've tried to tidy things up so it's easier for everyone. All right, so before we start, as per usual, I'm gonna, I have to plug my social media and my website as well. On my website is expanding, it's changing. Not only you're able to buy crystals, but I will, if you are in the US, I will hold off on buying from my channel. I know this is, I'm not plugging, and I'm unplugging right now my crystal shop because of the tariffs. I just got notice today by the courier service that I work with, I collaborate with, DHL, and they just announced that there is a 15% additional fee on top of the shipping, the shipping costs. And if you have anything that's valued over $150, then you also have the customs fees on top of the tariffs. So it's a mess. I'm trying to figure things out by finding someone, boots in the ground, someone in the US, and then have them separately so I can then ship directly from the US to save you guys from that. And also I'm changing the shop. I'm going to add jewelry. I'm going to add some homeware, really special stuff. Jewelry that I'll design. I'm not going to make them. Don't have the time. I know I like making jewelry. I like making beaded stuff as well, macrame as well. I used to do them. It was part of my meditation. When I wasn't able, years ago, when I wasn't able to meditate by sitting in a quiet space and, going into deep meditative state, one way of meditating for me was in the shower, as I mentioned so many times. And another way was doing these macrame bracelets. So I would just sit there, I would have the TV on or YouTube on, and then I would just do this, and it took me into a meditative state. But the jewelry is going to be designed by me, but not made by me. I have someone who's going to make them. And then also a lot of nice goodies that you find in Greece, like the evil eye, different sort of products that have beautiful evil eyes on them. You'll see. Okay, I'm in the process of doing that. And also on my website, you will find some of the courses that I've offered. I'm going to upload more. You can download them for a very small fee. What else can you find on my website? A lot of like teachings, sort of a lot of videos that I have done in the past, where I teach you about crystals, I teach you about meditation, I teach you about mediumship, I teach you so many things. You will also find them on my website. Right, that's it. And also, before we start, don't forget to like this video and do subscribe if you're new here. I know it's annoying. I get annoyed sometimes, especially when I watch someone who says it 3 or 4 times in their videos. So I'm only going to say it this time. And as a reminder, because anyways, I'll forget in a minute. All right, hold on. My mouse is disconnected for some reason. It's not Mercury retrograde. Where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, let's start with those two. They got engaged. Well, they announced it last week while I was on holiday, and I saw that. I was like, oh, I can't wait to do a reading on this when I get back. But in my opinion, and my intuition says they got engaged 3 weeks, maybe even a month before they announced it. You know how where I picked that up? When I saw the announcement when Taylor and Travis Taylor went on to Travis's, and I don't remember his brother's name, on their podcast, and she announced her new album, Showgirl. Is it called the Showgirl or the tour, the Showgirl, whatever? As you can see, I'm not really following closely Taylor's career or anything, but oh, wait a second. Defender says your prediction Taylor's engagement is on a member's. Thank you. You are amazing, Defender. Amazing. Thank you. So I'll clip it. Thank you so much. 24th of January. All right. I will clip it for you. All right. So Isa says, I love to macrame and other jewelry. Me too. I love macrame. Bracelets, macrame, earrings, etc., etc. Dining Out saying they got engaged 2 weeks before they announced, or 13 days after the podcast. Easter egg for the Swift. Oh, another Easter egg. I love those Easter eggs that she does, or she leaves everywhere. So, and when I watched that clip of her announcing her album, Taylor, on the podcast, if you are an empath or someone who reads energy or picks up energy, you could see that it was, and it wasn't the fact that she was announcing it, the album, but it was the fact that, I don't know, I cannot explain it. I could tell the energy, like I was picking a little bit of giddy energy from Taylor. I was getting that he was a little bit awkward, like he didn't know how to behave, how to be, don't be too excited, don't be too serious. He just didn't know how to act. And I was like, interesting that she announced her new album, the way that she did, okay, on that podcast, on their podcast, on that date, the way they did it overall. It was everything. She was leaving Easter eggs even then. So yes, I agree. I do believe that they got engaged 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks before. In an interview that it happened a couple. Oh, so he confirmed that. Okay, there you go. Jason. Yes, thank you. Jason. I forgot. Sorry, you guys. Title, brace yourself for 2025. I'm sorry, but I tried to send you the clip. It's fine. Defender, the fact that you remember that is just amazing and incredible help. I will clip it. I'll do it later or on Saturday, and I will put it up, because I always like to put up like my predictions, the ones that come out true. A lot of them have come true, but it's just sometimes I don't have time to go back and search, which is why I try to keep these lives structured, and I use like images, and I try to use timestamps and stuff, so when I go back and search for something, it's easier to find. But I'm not always consistent with that. But let's get to the juice of things, okay? Let's have a look at what now for the Swift Kelces. The Swift, we need sort of like, I don't know how we're going to call them. So they did get engaged. So here's the interesting part. I haven't even pulled the cards. And this I have been feeling ever since I did that prediction. So months now, I've been feeling, even though I could see them getting engaged, I don't know if they're going to. Here's the thing, and you heard it here first. I do see a pregnancy. Swifties, there's going to be a little Swifty baby. There is going to be a pregnancy. I see her pregnant. Not now. She's not pregnant now, but I see her. She's going to have a baby. They're going to have a baby. So I paused for a minute because I'm trying to try to see if I can get sort of like a timeline as to when this is going to happen. I'm not being told that or shown that, but my feeling is maybe 26, maybe 27, early 27. So 26, late 26, early 27 is when I believe either she will get pregnant, or we will find out about it. So in about a year from now. But what I wanted to say is, interestingly enough, I don't know. For some reason, I'm not sure they're getting married. I'm not saying they're going to break up necessarily. We're going to throw the cards, but the baby's going to come before the marriage. The baby's going to come before the marriage. Sorry for pausing again. I'm trying to see if it's a girl or a boy. At first I felt girl, but now I'm seeing boy, boy, boy. So Travis is going to be happy. Okay, so you guys, you can drop your questions if you want, or wait a second. Let me just do, first of all, let me just throw the cards and read the energy now. I want to read their energy right now as we speak between them. Okay, what's the dynamic like? What's the energy like? What's the overall feeling right now in the relationship? MD says the Swifties, the Kelties, or the Swift. Love it. The Kelties sounds good. I don't know if the Swifties will like that. Obviously, Taylor is the queen. That was your intuition too. There you go. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to pull cards for, first of all, I'm going to do a little mini relationship spread, okay? I'm so sorry you can't see it. The other thing I have to do, it's on my to-do list, is I'm going to set up a tarot cam. I had it once upon a time, but I tried doing this, but the problem is I need a new stand for the camera, for the extra camera, because this one, look, it's broken. So I need a new one. I'm going to, okay, your questions, hold on. I'm not going to look at your questions yet. So first I'm going to do a mini relationship spread. And then I'm going to look at their energy separately. So Taylor's and Travis's. So what can you tell me and show me about Taylor Swift's and Travis Kelce's relationship right now? Well, Travis, I feel he's there. I tell you, I feel he's excited about this. Very excited. He must have been very nervous, or he has been holding off on proposing for a while. This is what I'm picking up, okay? He's been planning it or thinking about proposing for months, but I feel that maybe circumstances, the timing wasn't right. She was touring, it wasn't maybe the right time. But so I feel that he's relieved and happy and excited about this engagement. So here we go. We have okay, so the relationship now. This is the placement. Relationship now. What's the energy like? Oh, I'm showing the wrong camera. What's the relationship now? I have the Two of Wands. Listen, they're both very, very busy people. They travel a lot. He's, I assume now, prepping for the next season. No idea. If I'm off, I'm off. I don't follow football, NFL, anything of that sort. I'm just saying this is what my logic says. She travels a lot now. She's releasing a new album, etc. This relationship is very much, pretty much, and this is what makes me worry a little bit about them, and I'll get to that in a minute. What do I mean by that? But What I believe glues them together, or this relationship, and especially now, is the fact that they're both busy people. They're both, you know, Travis is a footballer. He's an NFL player. He has a podcast. He has sponsorship deals, et cetera, et cetera. Taylor is super busy herself. Now she's promoting her album, although she doesn't need to do much. This is Taylor Swift we're talking about. But still, I'm sure she's what are they doing? They're shooting video clips and whatnot. But that's what glues this relationship. The fact that they're not constantly always together, they're not, attached by the hip or anything like that. And they both find each other's lifestyles and lives exciting. So this is their dynamic right now. They travel a lot. They like to travel as well. Or, if Taylor is, let's say, in Vegas, just saying, then Travis will pop over for a couple of days, see her. All of that is keeping this relationship. This is what I'm trying to say. It's keeping this relationship hot. It's keeping it passionate. It's keeping it exciting, etc. So this is the relationship now. Well, Taylor, okay, she's a Sag, remember? She's a Sagittarius. So, she doesn't commit easily, but when she falls over heels, when she falls head over heels for someone, though, it's almost like she has blinkers on. But speaking of blinkers, there's a horse here with the Knight of Pentacles. She wants a baby. Let me tell you this. This is not usually the pregnancy card, but this is what I just got. Okay. And because I'm seeing the other cards, and I will get to them in a minute. So Knight of Pentacles, listen, for Taylor, it's also important to know that her fans approve of her relationships because of past mistakes and not so wise choices in the past. And she feels that the Swifties, people are, embracing or have embraced or have accepted or have taken into the Swiftie world Travis. So she's happy with that because they also make money together as a couple, not just as Taylor, not just as Travis, together. People are fascinated, they're interested in that. So they sell even more because obviously the Travis's fans are not Swiftie fans. I mean, it's not the target demo here, right? And vice versa, but it's working for them. And Taylor feels comfortable with that. Taylor is very business minded and very money minded, right? So to her, it's a perfect fit right now. They're working. He respects her boundaries, her privacy. She respects and goes along with his schedule and all of his things. So this is how it feels. This is his card, okay? His feelings. This is Travis's feelings. Ace of Cups, overflowing with emotions and excitement and happiness and yay, I'm gonna be Mr. Swift. He loves it. He loves it. He also loves the attention. I've said this before. He loves the attention that she gets. It doesn't affect his ego yet. Yet. But let's wait and see. Let's wait and see, especially when their baby enters the world. Okay. Now, I have here, this is an obstacle in their relationship. This is the King of Wands. To me, they are hot-tempered, both of them. If you watch the reading that I did a couple of years ago, you'll see that I kept saying she's also a Sag, and she has I don't have her chart here, but she has a lot of fire in her chart. So she'll say it as it is. She's not going to shy away from expressing herself. Things can get heated with those two. He's a Libra. I know Libras are all the diplomat and they're charming and blah blah blah, but depending on their placements, Libras can be hot, very, very bad tempered, just hotheads. So this is the obstacle between them. Sometimes there is a communication breakdown, and they both react emotionally rather than with logic and rational thinking or critical thinking. And this can be an issue for them. I believe that when they fight, I'm not saying they're fighting regularly, but when they do, it is bad. Okay, it gets bad. So they might not even talk to each other for a couple of days. They might ghost each other, blah blah. What it's like. But to me, that's a passionate relationship too. These are two passionate people in a very passionate relationship. But at the moment, I see that communication and the way that they deal with their emotions and their feelings individually, it's how it works. Now, the star, you guys, Taylor is the star. He knows that. And I'm going to say it the way it comes out. He bagged a good one. Travis bagged a good one. Yes, and I'm using that term because this is how I'm hearing it. So nothing against it, but and I said this before, that I believe that he's also in love with the idea that he is with the Taylor Swift. He also loves that. Like a little bit like my trophy wife. Like, here's my wife. Look at this. Look at this. Look how accomplished I am as an NFL player or whatever, because look at who I bagged, So he loves all that. He loves all the attention and the fact that they see them as a couple and now they're engaged. All of that is sexy to Travis, 100%. King of Cups, as I said, I don't see marriage. I will ask the card specifically, but I do not see marriage yet. I do see the baby. But I don't see them getting married yet. I'm going to pull. Oh, yep. That's what I was afraid of. This is what I saw last time as well when I did the reading, the deep dive. All right. And it's very unfortunate and it's very sad, but we do see this in real life with the real people, normal people, normies, right? When a baby enters the relationship or when they get married or things are more official, unfortunately, we do see either the woman, the man, or the man, if it's a same-sex marriage, like one of the partners changing a little bit, shifting a little bit their energy. Sometimes they become too possessive, or sometimes they're just too relaxed and they don't make an effort anymore for their partner. So I do see Travis gradually changing in the way that he is in this relationship, how he treats her, how he sees her, how he talks to her. I do see a change because I see him being more controlling, not towards her. When I mean controlling, everyone's going to think now, someone who's extremely domineering or someone controlling over her decisions and her business ideas and strategies. Okay. He's going to start getting more, let me rephrase that. He's going to start getting more involved and maybe even trying and sometimes succeeding in telling Taylor how to do things. Temperance. This is karmic for both of them, this relationship. This is what I just heard from my guides. This is a karmic relationship because they both have to learn very different lessons in this relationship. This was meant to be spiritually, contractually, and I don't mean contractually PR contracts. I mean spiritual contracts. This was meant to be. They both have a lot to learn from each other within the compounds of this relationship. A lot. I also want to say and just put it out there. I don't see them staying as a unit, as a couple forever. All right. Things are going to change. within the next couple of years. Again, I believe it's all going to happen once the baby gets here. And things are going to change, and I see them. Let me say it differently. Her next, maybe not her next album or the next two albums, the album after that, it's going to be very interesting when she writes songs and leaves Easter eggs about her breakup. I'm not wishing this on them, but I've got to say this. This is not going to last forever. This is going to be this is an intense relationship, ups and downs. There's a lot. It's karmic. So, but it's going to end abruptly. It's going to be very painful. Yes, for Taylor, because from what I'm seeing, Travis is going to break her heart. He's going to break her heart, unfortunately. What's everyone saying? Interpretations that Travis might be pushing for it while Taylor will not be entirely sure, as if she's being cornered into it. Yeah, that's what I see. There's a different dynamic. He's more I don't feel the same about. I feel she's more level-headed. She's more cool about it. She's not like woo. But she, trust me, Taylor wouldn't do something if she didn't want to do it. So she wouldn't be pushed to do this if she didn't want to. And the reason why she said yes and she wants to is because, again, what I said before with this Knight of Pentacles is that she knows that there's so much to gain from this, aside from love and feeling, all happy and in love and all that stuff, is that she can see that together as a couple, potentially as a married couple, they can build businesses and make more money and just create new things. Taylor, Sag, Moon, Cancer. See, okay, so she has Moon. I didn't remember about her Moon, Cancer, and Ascended Capricorn. See, Ascended Capricorn. Money, business, money-minded, business-minded, very much so. That comes first. She's smart. She learned, I believe she learned from her dad or her mom or a relative, because she got this from someone, and then Moon, Cancer. Moon, Cancer, when she gets hurt, but she makes incredible music, okay, according to the Swifties. So again, this is, even when it all ends and even when her heart is broken, which unfortunately will happen, a lot of good is going to come from it for her. Always does. Telling Taylor how to be successful, she could teach a master class on that. Agreed. When a Libran men are squirrely, it's usually bad. I love Taylor and I speak. Libra men, listen, as beautiful as they are, ruled by Venus, as charming as they are, as diplomatic as they are, as well-dressed as they are, and all of the good stuff, let me tell you, they're sneaky AF, all right? They're sneaky AF. They will pull the wool over your eyes. They know how to be sneaky and not get caught. That's all I'm going to say. Same goes for Travis. All right. So yeah, here you go. I just pulled the 7. I was going to pull one last card and then reshuffle and get your, take your questions. I got the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is, it's all an illusion. Ba, 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 da. Okay, forget about my singing. Please pause while I'm singing, or mute while I'm singing. 7 of Cups, it's a lot of things is not as they appear. When it comes to this relationship, because I'm reading the relationship, not specifically Taylor or specifically Travis, but yeah, it's a bit of an illusion, all of it as well. Look, I just pulled, why did I pull one more card and I got the Death? I'm telling you, it's not gonna, I tell you, I give it like, as soon as the baby soon as they have the baby, I give it another year, year and a half tops before it all goes down, unfortunately, before they break up. So yeah, let me reshuffle my cards. I'm going to ask your questions. Dining out, I see your question. Yeah, he will continue doing that. I'm not saying he's doing it now, but when once the novelty of being Mr. Swift wears off, or Mr. Future Swift wears off, then and the novelty of the passion and the excitement, I fear he's going to go back to his old ways. All right, what's the engagement plan around her album announcement? Good question. That's a good question, Al. What's the engagement planned? I heard a yes. I heard a yes. I also heard that she was supposed to announce her album earlier. So it wasn't planned to be in August. I believe it was in July, but for some reason they postponed that. Two of Cups, yes. To answer your question, absolutely. Was the engagement was planned around her album. Three of Swords and the Five of Swords. Yeah, everything, like Swords is communication. Okay, it's the media, it's social media, etc. So okay, this is what I'm hearing. Please confirm or don't in the chat or in the comments for the replay crew. But what I'm hearing here and I'm seeing is that someone, or the rumor about a new album, was kind of like circulating, not everywhere, or someone leaked that information or something. And this was back in June. And I believe that's the reason why. And he wanted to do it around the time when, the album was done and it was going to be released, etc. And for that reason, everything was like pushed back. The album release, the announcement of the new album, and the engagement. Someone was talking, maybe someone from her crew, although I know she keeps she's very, very private. But if anyone knows any more information about that or knows what I'm talking about, but someone somewhere, there was something that was going around, maybe on social media, maybe on Instagram, on TikTok, wherever, where the rumor was going around about the new album, the new album, and when it was going to be announced and when it was going to be released. They shut that down, I'm hearing and seeing, pretty quickly, but that's the reason. So, Dining Out Lover says Travis has had a past history of cheating, allegedly. How does Taylor feel about it, and will he do this to her? So I'm going to ask the second part, because what I was trying to say before is that once the baby gets here, etc., he's going to go back to his old habits, which is this, okay? Unfortunately. And as soon as he, the whole like feeling of, look who I bagged, look who I'm marrying, look who's my woman, then he will need some excitement. He will need something to chase after and all of that. So unfortunately, yes, he will do this to her. How does Taylor feel about his past? Let's find out. Ooh. I heard, so the very beginning of the relationship, when they first met, before they were like officially like a couple, she was very reluctant and apprehensive. She was attracted, but she was like side-eyeing him. Yeah, Eight of Swords. It took a long time. He had to prove her magician. The Emperor. Sounds like Daddy Swift or her dad. I don't remember his name. I don't even know his name, but Dad Swift does not like Travis. Doesn't trust him, doesn't like him. Allegedly, in my opinion, it's a psychic reading, okay? For entertainment purposes only. Eight of Swords. Yeah, she wasn't happy about that. So she really made him do things to give her reassurance. So, like, text me when you get there. Let's FaceTime. I'm making sure that you are in the place where you are. You know, you're in the place that you claim you're going to be. So let's FaceTime for a minute so I can check. So there was a little bit of control or just making sure that he is honest and a good guy. But it took a long time. It took months for her to start trusting him. Yeah. Oh, I just pulled the Seven of Swords. She still doesn't 100% trust him. She doesn't. Which is interesting because she's engaged to him now. But again, this is also a business thing for her. Yeah, there is passion because they're both passionate people. There is attraction because money and fame is attractive, both sides, both ways. But and again, this relationship is karmic, but this is not a soulful relationship. This is not her guy. This is not her soulmate. He's not. Neither is she. I do see him marrying again. He's going to marry someone else. Oh, God. In the future. Not Taylor. I see someone else. Her name starts with an M. Mary, Maria, Magdalene. I don't know. But I see an M. Her name starts with an M. Adele says, yes, around June, first speculations of the album because of the Easter eggs of the... Oh, so there you go. There you go. Will his reputation be impacted negatively once he causes the end of the relationship, or will he still benefit overall? Good question. Let's see. Very good question. I love you, you guys. And you don't know how helpful it is to have you ask questions, because then I can focus. Like, once I have the question, then I can focus on the question while I am shuffling and focus on what comes through. So I love doing it this way. So will his reputation be impacted? He is going to get hate from the Swifties, but it's not going to be impacted in his world. No. Three of Swords. Five of Swords. Lots of Swords. Seven of... You guys, the same cards I pulled earlier, and I did shuffle. You saw me. You saw me shuffling. I shuffled very well. Get the same cards. Three of Swords. Five of Swords. Lots of Swords. Seven of Swords. The PR spins is going to be crazy once this is done. They're going to try to spin the why they broke up, how they broke up, all of that. They're going to hide, just like they hid the engagement, or at least for a while. And they're not going to come out. Either of them is going to come out and be truthful, except for Taylor, who obviously is going to leave Easter eggs and, come up with a brand new album about the breakup. But he's going to deny. So to answer your question, yes, obviously he's going to get a lot of backlash from her community, her fans, but then his fans are going to still support him. And there's going to be a clash between those two. Not Taylor, their fans. So this is going to be interesting. And definitely they're going to spin things when this time comes. They're going to spin things, and the truth will not really come out. Well, it will, because I'll be doing a reading on that when the time comes, and the truth will come out from me. What will she do after the breakup? She will. You guys, did she recently got a puppy, a white puppy? I believe it's one of those designer breeds, designed like a kind of a doodle poodle, Mapa Lulu, whatever. Does anybody know? Because I see a puppy. She either just got it or she's about to get a puppy. Someone's gonna give her a puppy as a gift, as a present. Just letting you know. So, or what was the question? What will she do after the breakup? Girls trip. I just saw girls trip. Sorry, but yeah. I see her in a private jet, in a PJ, private jet, traveling. This could also be some kind of girls trip, and also you heard it here first. Something that I'm hearing now: a private secret concert. Taylor Swift concert is going to be not announced, but this is going to be for the very, very, I guess, the super fans or the ones that follow her closely from the beginning. There is going to be a secret sort of private concert. It's going to be happening in the next few months, by the way. And she's going to be singing songs from her new album. So, yeah, what will she do after the breakup? All I can tell you is that she won't stop. Taylor won't stop creating music. She won't stop doing what she's doing unless something happens to her. No one wishes that to her. But I mean, unless, she faces some kind of health issue, she'll keep on going. She is going to meet, I see a dark-haired man. I'm not sure he's in the entertainment industry. I don't think he's a singer either, an artist. But I do see that man is going to be the one that is going to be a very, very good relationship for her. This is going to be true, deep. It's not going to be as passionate. It's not going to be as sexy and all of that. It's going to be very different dynamic to Travis for sure and her past boyfriends. But this guy is solid. She's going to meet, but this is going to be in a few years' time. It's going to be later, not yet. Maybe some things are best not to know, right? I don't know. Some people are like that. They'd rather not know than know. Is there a contract between Taylor Travis and the NFL? They're all benefiting hugely from this and want to know if they're formally benefiting from this. So I did this reading the past. You should go and watch it, because we did talk a lot about the NFL and his contract. No, I did not see or see now that the NFL is in this contract. Obviously, they're monetizing and they're taking a full advantage of this relationship, but there is no contract between the NFL, Taylor, and Travis. I didn't see it then. I don't see it now either. Yeah. What do you mean no good, not so good things happening to you? What's going on, Kathy? I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, so I don't know if you have any other questions. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to. list. Don't forget to also check the description box. And if you want to become a member of the inner circle, you can join. It's a monthly subscription, but you get so many benefits from being a member. It's down below everything. All the information is in the description box. So, yeah. So, this is what I see with them. I don't know if there's anything else that you want to ask me, but I think it's pretty clear how this is all unfolding for them to. And to pretty much recap what I said or what I saw, is that I see them having a baby soon. I see a little boy. I also see that when the baby, as soon as the baby is born, I see them breaking up within a year and a half after. And it's going to be a painful one, and it's going to be dramatic, but they're going to downplay things. They're not the truth, the entire truth is not going to come out to the public regarding the breakup and the reasons of the breakup, but you all know it because you heard it here first. You heard it here first. And then I do see Taylor ending up in the future with someone who is the right fit for her, the right person for her. I feel this person is very calming. I wouldn't be surprised if he is a Cancer, because she also has a Cancer moon, so it would really be a very compatible fit. But that's going to happen like 5, 6, 7 years from now. It's going to be a little bit of a roller coaster until then. I don't see anything negative about her career. I don't see anything, no big scandals or nothing huge that might affect her career or how many albums she sells or her her selling out, her concert selling out. I mean, I don't see anything like that. I am worried about her dad's health, though. In about 2 to 3 years from now, her dad will be hospitalized, and it will be touch and go. I cannot know if he's going to survive it. He is going to survive it, but he's not going to be well. He's going to be incapacitated in some form. This is Taylor's dad. I see that. So he needs to care more of his health, be more on top of things, which that's going to be a huge blow for her, though. That's what I'm seeing. And unfortunately, it seems that all of these things happening, like the breakup, her dad's health, all of it is going to happen around the same time. So she's going to go through a very rough patch in her personal life, personally to her, in a couple of years from now. But this is not going to impact or affect her music career. I love you too, Kathy. I'm sorry to hear you're having a bad time, but you've got us, okay? You've got a very soulful and loving community here. So if you want to talk, you can reach out to me. If you need to talk, if you need some advice, anything that you need, you're not alone. Always reach out for help. For this applies for everyone. If you're struggling with your mental health, if you feel overwhelmed with what's happening in your life, reach out for help. And I'm telling you this because I'm one person that never, ever, ever reached out for help. I have a lot of pride. Me being an Aquarius, I'm also someone who just doesn't like to show vulnerability. So I don't really share with people when things are bad, when I need help, when I need support. And I can tell you that the last few years I've learned how to ask for help and reach out for help, and it has made a huge difference in my life and in my mental health. So please always reach out to someone, even if it's a stranger, but they make you feel comfortable and the stranger is kind and they're willing to help you. Talk to a stranger. You cannot imagine how many strangers talk to me. Again, it has to do with the fact that I'm a healer. It's my energy. I have it's my vibrations. I attract animals. I also attract strangers, and they open up to me. It doesn't matter where I am, even if I'm on the dentist chair, in the waiting room, someone's sitting next to me, and I hate the dentist. they will just open up to me. And I know and I appreciate that this is important. And for a stranger to open up to me, it means that they need to just release, and they need someone who will listen to them without judgment. So yeah, just a friendly reminder, because it is tough times right now out there. It is tough. Everyone's struggling. We're all struggling. Everyone. But and then you go on social media and you see everyone being happy and doing this and doing these, videos and going on holiday and traveling, and it's social media. Okay. You don't know what's happening once that camera is not recording. You don't know what's happening behind closed doors. So never, ever, ever compare your life to anyone else's life. Ever. We're all unique, but we're all struggling. We all have our challenges. All of us. It's not even celebrity, even multimillionaires, even the elites, the people that we hate. We talk about these evil people. Let me tell you, they also have challenge. They also have things that they have to deal with. We just don't see it. We just don't. I don't know if there is anything else you want to ask me. Otherwise, we will just wrap it up for today. And we will be back on Sunday, as per usual, for our Sunday Psychic Hangout. Can't wait. I love these live streams. Also, I have two videos that I'm prepping for you. The one is the Long Island Killer. I don't know if anyone's interested in that. And the other one, Selena. I want to do a channeling of Selena and see what she has to say. I've been prepping this video for a long time because there was a point in July, back in July, July, just before my stepdad passed, where she was around me a lot. I could see that she wanted this connection and she wanted to connect with me and open up for me to channel her. And then I was in bereavement and everything else, and I lost that contact. I lost that energy. So as soon as I get it back, I will do that video as well. All right, that's it for today, you guys. I hope you're enjoying your Friday. I hope you have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, peaceful, and happy weekend. Don't forget to be back on Sunday, usual time, usual channel, for our usual happy hour. This is our happy hour, I guess. This is my happy hour. Sundays when I live stream and I hang out with the fam village. And until then, you guys take care of yourselves. Protect your energy, protect your mood, protect anything that is sacred to you. Okay, don't give your power away. And we'll talk again on Sunday. Take care, everyone. Bye.